Thank you so much, Christy. Breaking news from overnight. NOPD says an attempted carjacking in the French Quarter left a 61-year-old man dead.
Andres Fuentes has details on what happened.
Police presence was high Thursday night as investigators looked into a fatal carjacking that happened in the French Quarter at Burgundy and Bienville. Details right now are limited. What the NOPD did confirm was just before 9 o'clock yesterday evening, a 61-year-old man was in a fight with the suspect involved in this carjacking. Eventually, the car involved in this carjacking sped from the area where the initial scuffle happened. NOPD says that the 61-year-old man eventually was underneath the car when it rolled over there in the French Quarter. The suspect fled from the scene, and when NOPD first responded, they were eventually transported that 61-year-old man to the hospital where he was declared deceased. NOPD has not released the ID of the victim just yet and still working on the ID for the suspect. When we have more information, we'll be updating you on air and online. Reporting in New Orleans, Andres Fuentes, Fox 8. Local First.